Welcome to the ongoing story of the Bible, Season 1, The Heart of the Story. The first Bible story sets the stage, characters, conflict, themes, and motives. If you miss the setups, then you'll miss the payoffs. Remember these elements and you'll be able to identify them in other Bible stories. You'll spot patterns when characters face similar conflicts or display the same motives. Once you start to recognise images and character types, then you can look for payoffs and the ultimate resolution. Episode 1, In the Beginning. The opening sentence introduces the main character of the story, God. The scene is dark and empty, apart from God's spirit moving, brooding over the surface of water. Then God speaks, "Let there be light." With his words, God creates elements, separating light from dark, and with the passing of evening to morning, the first day emerges. God's creation is recorded as an unfolding poem, with balance, repetition, and rhythm. For 6 days he speaks elements into being, then he separates his ingredients, ordering them relationally. Each day, God's words, his breath, his spirit, create life. Earth's ecosystem, sky, land, vegetation, stars, planets. He sets the sun and the moon in the sky as signs to mark his appointed times, seasons. And each day God pauses to see that what he has created is good. He creates birds, fish, and every kind of creature. He blesses them and tells them to reproduce. Then on day 6, God says, "Let us create life in our image." Now God creates the first human being, like him, in his image. With his hands God creates man from earth. With his breath, his spirit, God gives him life, breathing life into his nostrils. God gives the man a role of cultivating earth's land and naming its animals. And then on day 7, God rests. The stage for the Bible stories is set in the Middle East and Mediterranean basin, called the Fertile Crescent by American archaeologists James Henry Breasted in the early 20th century. The focus of the story now moves to an area called Eden, meaning a place of delight, and within Eden, to the east, a special garden which God creates for the man. Within the garden are 2 special trees, a tree of life and a tree of knowledge of good and evil. A river flows through the garden and then divides into 4 further rivers. God blesses the man with everything and says he may eat fruit from every tree, but not the tree of knowledge of good and evil, or he will die. Like God, the first human being desires relationship, someone like him. So, with his hands, God creates a companion for the first man, and while he sleeps, God opens the side of his flesh and takes a bone. When Adam, meaning earth or human being, the first man awakes, he sees his new companion. He calls her woman, like him, equal to him, complementary to him, yet different. They are naked, unashamed before each other and God. Now, the picture of marriage, love and fidelity is used continually in the Bible story. The lives of God, man and the woman are all interconnected, interwoven, perfect. God blesses the man and the woman and gives them his creation to manage and enjoy. What could possibly go wrong? You can read this story in the Bible book of Genesis, meaning beginnings, chapters 1 and 2. The Bible library is a bit like viewing the world from space and then zooming in to a specific location. You can find connections and references across 66 interwoven books of history, poetry, wisdom, law, and other writings spanning time and space. Listen in for the next instalment of the ongoing Bible story. These podcasts, called Full Circle, are based on the author's best knowledge at the time of production. They've been created from the Bible texts, commentaries, and historical studies. The Bible is God's living word, and its story and learning is unfolding and ongoing. Thanks to Bible translators, some of whom gave their lives to give us its words, you can delve into its pages and start your own journey of discovery today.